Hey guys, how's it going? It's your mate Al. So welcome to Ep 3. So the first two eps were basically just me kind of introducing myself, explaining a little bit about the YouTube channel and that. I did notice that I did go a little bit long and it took ages to upload. I'm kind of new to this whole YouTube thing, so I didn't really know how it goes, but here we are. So this is Ep 3. This is when I'm going to really start to actually, giving the content that I want to give on this channel some more, obviously tips and things to help out you guys and everything like that. I've got a big list of things that I want to talk about throughout all the other episodes, so I'm actually pretty excited. But today's one is going to be 5 productive tips for isolation. Obviously, we're all right now in this state of isolation. We're all stuck in our homes, so it's very easy to get caught up in some bad habits. And I believe if you can actually, even though it's very easy to do that, it's an opportunity to be able to get into really good habits as well. So I wanted to give 5 tips. The first one is an obvious one, but it's one we always talk about, but it's exercise. So exercise is one of those ones that we all know it's good. We all know it's good for us. We all know that it's something that, is going to be beneficial. It's going to help us in the long run and everything like that. But we all kind of get lazy. And if there's ever a time to get lazy, it's right now, because there's going to be 2 types of people that come out of this. There's going to be people that just binge and almost take advantage of the fact that they're at home and see this almost like a vacation in a way. I know it's obviously not like that, but you kind of get in that mindset sometimes when you stay at home a lot, and it's very easy to binge on food and get lazy, and you're not going to be doing even small bits of exercise that you used to do throughout the day, just by walking to work or by, even just walking in the office and doing little things like that, wherever you are. They have a specific word for this. I know the acronym is NEAT, N-E-A-T, but I forgot actually what it is. But it's basically the exercise that you do throughout the day without actually kind of doing exercise. So just walking here and there and all that sort of stuff. And that's really put down now because you're just staying at home. So the other type of person that's going to come out of this is the one that remains fit and maintains himself and looks good, or we're not going to expect to get hectic results here, unless you are a newbie. Then you can definitely get some results by doing some home workouts and things like that. But realistically, if you are fairly intermediate level or whatever, you got a bit of experience, you got to be real. Not going to expect massive results during this time. It's very hard to get good results when you're doing a home workout. Just got to be honest. But there are some really good ones. In fact, I'm doing one. I follow a guy called Jeremy Ethia, and that's actually his program is where I got the best results of my life, to be honest. And he's got a great home workout as well, which I'm doing, and I'm enjoying it. It's actually quite good. So guys, if you by the end of this, if there are going to be people that look, this is kind of like a restart button for everyone. So at the end of this, there are going to be people that they're not going to look too good when it finishes, and you shouldn't be one of them. You should be one that looks good, feels good, and I really suggest getting into an exercise routine, because it's easier than ever to get to really gain weight and lose track of your health in this time. So that's tip number 1, which is exercise. The second one is yoga/meditation. So there is a huge amount of evidence on how beneficial yoga and meditation are. I specifically focus more on meditation. It's just kind of been more of my thing. I've become a little bit more spiritual lately. I'll talk about that in future episodes. But I've seen the massive benefits personally for meditation. It just gives you just a peace of mind. It gives you, it helps with your immune system, your mental health, and your overall mood. So in this time when you're going to be isolated in a way, you want to be in a nice state of mental health, because it can get a little crazy when you're stuck in a house for it could be many months. So I highly recommend finding some meditation. I personally do about 45 minutes to an hour a day. I know that's a lot, and I definitely don't recommend starting with that. But try 5-10 minutes and just really see how it works. But I'm seriously, there's a ridiculous amount of evidence nowadays on how much meditation and yoga can actually help out your body, both inside and outside. So I highly suggest that one, especially now you're just being with yourself. You got more time than ever to do it. I actually love it personally, because I used to struggle to get my meditations in throughout the week. Now I smash it every single day, and it's great. I feel amazing every single time. So that's tip number 2, yoga/meditation. Tip number 3, just learn more about yourself. This is a time where we have so much time with ourselves. And that's, I know that can seem like a kind of bad thing, but it's something that we're not used to, you know? Like, we're so used to the world just constantly being busy and being in a rush and doing all these things that we can actually have time to ourselves to really think about what we want in life. You know, even me, like honestly, even me, I'm doing this now because I started to think about what I truly want to do in life. And I love helping people. I love, you know, talking. I think that I got a knack for it. I got a personal, like, I don't know, skill with this. So, you know, why not give it a go? I mentioned it in my my first video of why I started this YouTube channel. And it was because of that. I was thinking about it, and I've been obviously by myself just thinking, like, what do I truly want to do in life? Like, what's my passions? What's my hobbies? And you know, start writing it down and start finding yourself, because you know, when you do come back, when this does all come back to normal, you know, you're going to think to yourself like, damn, maybe I should really should have given that a shot when I had the time, you know, because right now we do have the time, and it's a time to just get creative. If you're a creative person and you know, you want to start looking at, you know, maybe you like photos and you want to start, or photography, and you want to like learn about Photoshop or different things like that. It's a great time to really find yourself. And I guarantee you, I'm personally doing it myself right now with these videos. I think it's extremely gratifying to know that you're going towards something that you do have a passion for, and I think that's absolutely worth it to invest your time into that, especially right now. So that's tip number 3. Tip number 4: get in good habits around the house. So when you're getting in good habits around the house, what I mean by that is make your bed in the morning, you know, clean the house, do the gardening, wash things. Because when you start to get in this habit, you subconsciously get into a productive mindset. When you wake up in the morning and you make your bed and and your bed looks nice, you're like, sweet, yep, nice and clean. Or you start like just getting things done, you start moving, your body starts to get used to this like feeling productive nature, and it hits you on a subconscious level. And I think one of the best things you can do is actually just as soon as you wake up, just make your bed. It just gets your mindset just going to start doing productive things. And so this can get in line with the 3rd tip that I said before about learning more about yourself, because you start to like, you know, okay, I've gotten stuff done, I've made my bed, I've washed, I've done this, I've done that. Okay, let's sit down and let's start thinking productively. It just gets your brain flowing, and that's what you really want. You want to be flowing. You want to, you know, because it's so easy to just get lazy in this time, and it's not good. It's not good. There's so much benefits that can come with you know, having time to yourself and actually getting into a productive mindset, and getting in habits around the house, like productive habits around the house, is a great one. Really, you know, cleaning the house, washing, things like that. It makes you just feel neat, tidy, good, and it just gets the mindset just where it needs to be. So that's tip number 4: getting good habits around the house. Tip number 5: work on a passion/hobby. So I know I talked about earlier, learn more about yourself. But this is where you actually want to put the time and effort into doing it. You know, there's no better time to start working on that passion/hobby than right now. Like literally, there is no other time. Like I said, that's what I'm doing. You know, like I don't know how many people will actually eventually end up seeing this, but seriously, it's just the perfect time to do it. There's no one that you have no real excuse as well. Before, you know, trust me, I'm in the same boat. I'd be like, oh, I got to get my stuff done for the business. I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to go to the gym, whatever. Like, and I just kind of put this stuff to the side. But deep down, you know, that's what you truly want to do. That's what you truly want to work on, and you know it's going to make you feel good. And trust me, it does feel good. I have to admit, as nerve-wracking as it was to start doing this project of mine, the whole Your Mate Al thing. Like, it feels great. Like, it feels nice. And then I wrote up a list of all the different episodes, and I'm like, yeah, man, I know I can smash this. I know that this is going to be entertaining or just great content for people. So it's literally, there's not a better time to work on a hobby, to work on a project that you've been thinking about, or that, you know, maybe it's in the back of your head. You know, just start writing some notes, just start writing things down. Like, I can do another separate video actually on actually kind of finding more your purpose and finding what you want to do. Actually, it's one of the episodes later. It is kind of finding your purpose, because there is deeper levels to it. You know, you want to find something that you're not only just good at and that you love and you're passionate about, but that maybe you can find a way to monetize it, to different things like that. But like I said, I'll leave that for a separate video. Hopefully it's not too loud. My housemate is doing something in the other room. I don't know what. But yeah, so that's that. Now I have one extra tip. I know that's the 5th one, but I have one extra tip for those people that are living with family or friends. like most of us probably are, unless you are by yourself. Um, but try your best to get on good terms with the people that you're living with. You know, even if they're being annoying in the past, you guys are going to be spending a lot of time together, like a lot of time together, and your environment is everything. It's everything. Whether during isolation or not, environment is so key. And right now, your environment is just inside your house, and so you want to get in good terms. You want to, sit down and start talking with your brother, your sister, or your mum, your dad, and start to just get to know each other. It's great to connect with people, and it's something that we're honestly going to be missing a lot. So it's a time to do that right now. It's time. I know, if let's say you have a housemate and they're really annoying, whatever, and you kind of have this like awkward vibe with them, or something like that, then I suggest making an effort. Like I always believe it's never awkward unless you make it awkward. So if you try, if you're doing your best, like, hey man, how's things, da da da, and you start chatting and whatnot, and they're just not really giving anything back, then cool, it's on them. At least you tried. You have that kind of like satisfaction knowing, yeah, I tried. And then you can create what I call this like bubble, where you stick to the other tips that I told you, and you let them do their thing, and that's it. You create your own environment within your bubble. So you read good books, you start to do the habits that I said, you exercise, you do these things, and that is your inner environment, because that is basically the only environment you have. And whether isolation or not, I do suggest that, because a lot of people tell me, oh, but I can't control my environment and things like that, because my friends, my family, and things like that. But trust me, you can create your own bubble. And but I still think it is worth trying, especially during this time in isolation. I do believe it is worth getting to know your family better, or your housemate, or something like that, and just creating that human connection, because it is something that's really important. So anyway, those are the 5 tips and that one extra one for being productive during this isolation. So I hope you guys liked it. But yeah, I'm going to start, like I said, I'm going to try to do like at least 3 videos a week. So hopefully I can smash that out. I've got my list out now, so it should be good. But I'll leave it at that, guys, and I'll catch you later. See you.